market headline recap. All right. Still up 1.1% in the refi. Who's refining at these numbers? Don't know. But I did see that the 30-year mortgage, has slipped back under 7%. And I think that's important. Now, the housing starts did not come out on the starts themselves as bad as expected at 9.3%. They came in at 9. However, the permits aren't being pulled. They were expected down just to 0.7%. They came down 3.7%. Remember, we get the petroleum stock estimates. Now, there's other news that's really impacting the markets today as well. And the moment you step over to the grain market, you get to see this. This is not misprints. You were up almost 25 cents a bushel in the corn. You are up 25 cents in the soybeans. The wheat market's up 33. And what is going on is overnight, Russia has decided first to attack and really start leveling the Odessa port. Very synchronized attacks according to AP and Reuters as to what's going on. Then what started out this morning in an attack on Crimea and first sounded like there was a fire, suddenly I'm reading here out of reports that thousands are fleeing, so I don't know what's going on there, but something's going on in this war that's picking it up. If Russia is trying to destroy the architecture, if you will, the facilities within Odessa, how do you get grain going even if they reach another deal? I mean, this won't just happen 1, 2, 3. Already Hungary is saying they do not want to see the deal extended with Ukraine that allows in any manner Ukrainian grain to flood European countries. It's one thing to let it pass through, maybe for export elsewhere if it can get there. It'll be another thing to allow it for sale in some of the countries, and that is already coming up. There's fear that this war, as it spreads, can also get to the energy markets, as you can see. Good news came out in the Brits, and this is the reason that the pound is down 137 points. What took place there is headline inflation took a tumble, almost 0.7%. But the more you dig into it, the more you realize it's just like in the U.S. The headline comes down, but it's the core that's the problem. Rents went up for the first 5 months of the year 5.1% and 5.3% in London itself. So if you count that as the sticky part of inflation, you're going to see the battleground. The dollar fairly stable at this point, up 24 points you'd expect, but the gold is still up with that, which I find interesting for the first time in a while, that they're able to move. I'm wondering if the world and what's going on in Ukraine and the spillovers that are happening are starting to now wear on everybody. There's been talk that the African countries that were receiving Ukraine grain are very upset with Russia. Where's that grain going to come from? And, you know, Russia can't support the whole world and everybody that was getting Ukraine grain and suddenly sell it on its own. So this is going to do a certain amount of backfiring on Russia, which we all want to see. Now, we're going to be writing about this and a heck of a lot more this morning, and how you get, if you want to try our different offers. They're right through here. You can sign up for our a sampling of our newsletters that are sent out throughout the day and what we do. It'll look just like this. You just click OK. You got the understanding, and you can come in and sign for different things that we have. It could be the Linn research, as you can see, our charting software, our starter kits. This goes on and on. The list comes all the way down here. How do you do this? You can get here by moving your cursor up to the very top of the page. You'll see an icon come up, and or you can go to iraepstein.com and you'll land on our home page and everything's there for you. I'm Ira. You have yourselves a great day.